A wonderful morning to each one of you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this video will find you strong, healthy, and enjoying your pastime activity that is your gardening. In front of us is a Monstera Aurea. I bought this about 8 months ago with 2 leaves. Right now it is a 8-leafer. Right? Let's check out the latest leaf up front and personal. It's 9/inch long. It has 2 pinnations. It's growing well. Take a look at the second latest leaf over here. Nicely variegated. An 8-leafer. I'm going to show you my air layering process. This is a Velcro bag, repurposed. It was used for pharmaceutical, prescribed by doctors, and I have stuffed this little bag here with sphagnum moss and inserted the arrowroot inside. Let me just find where is the arrowroot. All right, this is the arrowroot here. Okay, it has gone in, and the many subroots that has come out from this singular arrowroot. So this is ready for propagation. The second one is over here. I have also used a disposable plastic cup and got this big thick arrowroot into this cup here. Check out the roots inside. Quite a lot of them. Okay, you can see the roots at the bottom. It's curling around. So this is also ready for propagation because the roots are all there. Right, check out some of the other arrowroots here. There is another one over here. All right, that's gone into the moss pole. Sorry for the disruption just a moment ago. And there's another one over here, right? Arrowroot that has gone into the sphagnum moss pole. So what I do is I'm going to to cut using a box cutter over here. Let me just pull back a little bit. This would be a top cutting with 3 leaves. All right, 1, and then this is second one. And this would be the third one. All right, so I'm going to cut one over here. And then the second one I'm going to cut will be over here. This is supported by the arrowroot. The top cutting will be supported by the arrowroots and the air layer roots over here. All right, this is a second cutting. Over here is smaller. No, there's only a singular pinnation. And likely is I'm going to also have a third cut over here. So this third cut basically would rely on this arrowroot that has gone into the sphagnum moss. So altogether there will be 3 cuts. All right. Okay. In a little while the snipping will begin. As they say, the gloves are off. And so are the Velcro holding the bag and also the cup. So we are ready to cut through the main stem to get us 3 cutting, 1 top cutting with 3 leaves and 2 cuttings with 1 leaf each. The first cut would be right here. That would be just below this top cutting. Right over here. Below this arrowroot that has been plucked back so that they will get roots, and also below this arrowroot that has gone into the sphagnum moss. So there will be 2 arrowroots with the subroots supporting this top cutting with 3 leaves. Now the second cut would be just below this second arrowroot. All right, this will be here, and there are lots of roots inside, so the second cutting would have no problem adapting. And the third cut would be right below this note here, all right? We just tilt this back a little bit. You can see the arrowroot right under the Velcro, right? So just below here, you'll be here, there will be the third cut. So I'm going to get 3 cuttings. Now we need to sterilize the box cutter with wet wipes, alcohol 70%, wet wipes. Well, this is the first cut, and this would be the second cut, and right in front here would be our third cut. And this is the second cut. The roots are really holding up. It's really good. This would be the first cut. So check out the roots. It's still quite wet, right? There are quite a number of roots there, all right? Well, finally, it's all done. 1 top cutting and 3 mid cuttings. I've unraveled the roots from the moss pole as well as also from the pot. It's not an easy task, but well, patience is a virtue of every gardener who want to do well and succeed. But still, mistakes will be made, and this is the leaf that I broke, right, from here. Otherwise, I would have an additional cutting, because it is well endowed with another arrowroot with rootlets. So for this leaf here, it would be well sustained because there are 2 arrowroots with rootlets sustaining and also feeding on this particular cutting. Now this is one of the mid cutting, good roots. This would be the top cutting. The roots are not bad. I'm a little bit concerned because the arrowroots here, it's a little bit short. I thought it was long, so I am just thinking of whether to cut an additional mid cutting for this lower leaf, and the top 2 remain as a top cutting, and I will have to water root it so that the roots would be much more before I would put it in a pot. And finally, this is the other, the last bit cutting. Okay, very good roots. This was in a cup, earlier in the cup. This will be the final product of the propagation. This would be the bottom cut, what remains of the plant. And I have 4 new pots of Monstera Aurea. Top cutting, mid cutting, another mid cutting, and a third mid cutting. Thank you very much for joining me today. Over and out.